All right, Shalom. This is Har1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Ha Rakah Kwadash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth, man. All right, because the time is at hand. And the days are getting shorter. You can see things are moving quicker. One weekend to the next weekend is faster. It feels like just minutes ago. It was just Saturday. Now it's almost Saturday again when we're about to hit the streets and teach. But the scripture that's on my spirit today is a continuation of Jeremiah 51. All right, I did a lesson last week where I went into Jeremiah 51:19, where it says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things." We're speaking of Yahweh, the Most High, being the former of all things, the creator of all things, all right? And our portion is not like these heathen idols. He's living, he's all-powerful, and he's the creator of all things. So, and also it says, and he created Israel and the heavenly armies. So that's what I want to speak about, the heavenly army that the Lord is creating. All right, out of his people. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war." Verse 20. "Thou art my battle axe and weapons, plural, of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms." Think about that, man. He talking about you, if you believe. And ultimately in the kingdom as well. With the elect, starting with the elect, the Lord is going to what? Break in pieces the nations, man. And with thee, you, he will destroy kingdoms, man. All right, that's how much power the Lord is going to. Matter of fact, let me start with that one. All right, so let's get this real quick. Take a little detour real fast. All right, this is it says 1 John 3:2. "Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh," man. All right, in the spirit of truth. And in mercy and grace, being the sons of Yahweh in the spirit. "And it doeth not yet appear what we shall be." It doesn't appear right now what we shall be. "But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." Man, we're going to be able to see Yahushai in his full form, glorified form. Why? Because we're going to be glorified as well. We're going to be just like him. All right. So it does not yet appear. It's going to appear soon what we shall be. And what shall we be? It says right here, let's get that. It says, this is Isaiah 60:17. And this is talking about the kingdom. "For brass I will bring gold." All right, so we're not going to use brass to build our kingdom up. We're going to use gold. "And for iron I will bring silver." All right, we're going to have silver in the place of iron. Building our houses up, our mansions. all right, with gold overlaid like brass. And for wood, I will bring brass. So brass is going to be like wood to us. Why? Because we're going to be gods. We're going to have superpowers. And for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers, see, we're going to be officers. We're going to be the police officers in the kingdom, the policy upholders, the law givers. I will also make thy officers peace. So we're going to be the peace officers. And thine exactors righteousness, man. All right. So what shall we be in the kingdom? It says here, he said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Look at that again. All right. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Right, because scripture say this real quick. That's right. This is in Exodus. Exodus 15:3. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name, right? And he set up Yahweh Shai as his warlord to humanity. You know? So that's what Yahweh Shai is, a warlord. Okay, so, and he said he's going to use us as his battle axe and weapon of war. That's right, so let's get that. This is Romans 3:13-4. For he is the minister of Yahweh to thee for good. See, Yahweh Shai is our minister of Yahweh to us for our good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. That's for 2/3. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger, to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil, man. So Yahweh has Yahweh Shai in place to execute that wrath upon these nations and also upon 2/3 of our people, and to bring good tidings to the elect. But ultimately, Yahweh Shai is a man of war, and we are his pawns. You know, we're his weapons. Okay? So let's get that real quick. It says here, Jeremiah 51:20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Let's get battle axe real quick. And it says right here, battle axe. So the Lord gonna do battle using us. It says a war club, a hammer, just like Maccabee, which means hammer. A war club, a smiter. So the Lord said we're going to be his smiters in the kingdom, like this picture you see. We ain't going to have whips. We're going to have, let's get that real quick. All right, so this is in the kingdom. Psalms 7. I will declare the decree. Yahweh have said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. And that's what Yahweh has done with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was begotten unto Yahweh. Just like us. It said, now are we the sons of God. Now are we begotten unto him, born unto him again. All right. So the same thing that he declared to Yahweh Shai is the same thing he's going to declare to his elect men. It says this, ask of me. See, he's saying it to Yahweh Shai, but ultimately saying it to us too. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, man. So they're going to be given to us as an inheritance. Just like you saw in the slave movies, little Edomite girl running around with a chain around the neck of a little dark-skinned Jake baby. Just like Birth of a Nation, I think it's called. Matter of fact, I might watch that movie today. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, right? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Now it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? It's Esau. They covered up all the paintings through something called iconoclasm of all the judges. And we are those judges. Let's get that real quick. But to inherit and control the earth, we have to be made perfect. All right? And we have to be what? We have to be instructed. It says Psalms 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore. So now we're in wisdom right now. O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. All right, so now we're being instructed. And the scriptures say those, let's get that. All right. It says, Matthews 19 and 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, all right, so the ones that have followed Yahushua when he was on the scene, and that followed him after he was crucified, and followed him during the time of Peter and Paul, and all till now, all right, that follow him. It says, in the regeneration, see, when we're regenerated back on this earth, which is now, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Judging the rest of Israel that's going to be born on the earth. And judging these heathens. So it said, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. All right. Psalms 2 and 8, ask of me. So you have to ask the Most High. Ask him to give you, I prayed that a couple times, and we do it on the Passover, Ask the Lord to give you the heathen for your inheritance, man. Part of your inheritance. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And ultimately, we're going to have planets as well. All right? Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. So we're going to have literal batons in our hand, like golden rods. How many lumps do you want today? With your coffee, wake you up for work. I'll take 2 lumps. Boing, like on Bug Bunny. It says, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed. It's right there. I should have kept going. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So he's going to give us the heathens for possession. Let's get that. All right, let me make sure I got it. Right, so the Lord said they're going to be our possession. Let's get that word possession, man. Possession. Etymology. The state of having, owning, or controlling something, which is a noun. So it could also be something, could also be someone. But in the kingdom, they're going to be known as a something. These heathens, Esau. All right, so possession, meaning the state of controlling something or someone, of ownership. Okay, but in Esau's kingdom, they claim they owned us, rightfully so. But we always belong to Yahushua. Okay, and that's what he don't. That's what these devils don't understand. So the Lord gave us into their hands temporarily. Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them. See, they're going to be taken. All right, so they're going to be taken out of their position. That's what it says that Jacob grabbed the heel of Esau, meaning through Yahweh Shai, they're going to be pulled down. And then the Lord going to have his elect men go around in the kingdom smiting these heathens and putting them in chains. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So they're going to be taken and brought to their place, which is in the pits over there, in the caves again. They're going to be brought down low, just like they brought us into slavery. And the house of Israel, see, the house of Israel, not just the elect, but ultimately in the kingdom, all Israel are going to own servants and slaves. And the house of Israel shall possess them. See, he said he'll give us the heathen as our possession. We shall possess them in the land of Yahweh. See, we're not going to own them over here in America. It's not yet it is not yet seen where we shall be. All right. So we shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, man. They're going to be servants to build up our kingdom under Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And they're going to be handmaids, they're women. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. See, we're in captivity under these devils right now. But when Yahweh Shai shows up, we're going to take them captive. Lay hands on them, as these church pastors like to say. And they shall rule over their oppressors, man. So we're going to rule over all of these nations, man, especially Esau. To rule over them, to have ownership over them. You know, we don't know what that feels like. To have ownership over your enemy. What would you do? Would you treat him with peace? Some of us would. But then he would turn around and bite you. Never trust thine enemy. See, Yahweh Shai knows this about him. So he going to make it so they can never rise again. And he going to make it so, watch this. See, this is why a lot of us would be emotional. But the Lord said this. It says Ezekiel 25:14. It says, I will lay my vengeance. See, it's about the Lord. It's not about us. It's about the Lord's vengeance. We're just pawns in this shit. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. So the Lord has a hatred towards them devils. All right? Upon Edom by the hand, healing hands. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. See that? So the Lord going to use his Israelites, his men, to punish these nations. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. So the punishment that's going to be on them in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on Edom, Esau, is going to be furious anger. Day and night. Fury. All right? And his anger. Fury, man. Let's see what that fury. I like to see etymology of words. Ezekiel 25:14. It said, according to his fury. That's what they got coming to them. That's what they got to look forward to. Just in case we want to be nice in the kingdom and buddy up with Esau. Nah, it ain't going to happen. It says what? His anger, his fury, his heat, his rage, indignation, wrath, venom, poison, burning anger, rage, from its fever. So, man, so the men of the Lord are going to be hot in the kingdom against these devils. Just like you see in this picture right here. Ah. All right. We ain't going to be like, hey, sorry, hey, listen, boss. I got I got to beat you now. Can you get out the car? I'm supposed to whoop you now. Nah, it's gonna be furious. Like on what was that show called? It was like Take the World. He's like, take the world. And he snapped. Ah! I forget the name of that movie every time. But it was about Superman. If he'd have went negative, and when he was younger. So this is why the Lord said that we're gonna do according to His anger, just in case when they was in our possessions. And yeah, matter of fact, let me get this. All right, this is King David talking, but in the kingdom, it's going to be us. The Lord said we shall be as David. All right, and we're going to be as gods to these nations. So, 2 Samuel 22 and 33. That's right. Yahweh is my strength, see, and power, and He maketh my way perfect. So He made our way perfect. And in the kingdom, He's our power and our strength. So all that superpower we're going to have is going to be from Him. So it's going to be unlimited. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He's the one that's going to exalt us and set us up to leap over these nations and to rule over them and conquer them. He teacheth my hands to war. See, like on the Matrix, oh, I know Kung Fu. Oh, I know Jiu-Jitsu. He's like, show me. See, it was just downloading it to him, making him perfect. All right, so he teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms, man. So we're gonna be able to break steel with our finger in the kingdom. Shit, we ain't gonna need an arm. We're gonna be able to break that with a pinky or just looking at it. But this happened physically with King David. He has done this. He's broken bows of steel in war with his arms. That's a movie, sci-fi graphic type shit there. And people were seeing that like, what? And then they, get killed. So it says, thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, so that my feet did not slip. See, in the kingdom of the Lord, going to enlarge our steps. Anywhere we step, we're going to own it and rule. I have pursued my enemies. See, we're going to chase our enemies all around the damn earth and destroyed them, and turn not again until I consume them, man. So yeah, man, we're not gonna turn back from consuming these heathens in the kingdom until they fully are put under Yahweh's feet. And we represent His feet, so they're gonna be put under us. All right. I have consumed them and wounded them that they could not arise. Yea, they are fallen under my feet. So that's what the Lord said in the kingdom they're going to be. Okay, let's get that real quick. So they're going to fall under our feet. This is Malachi 4 and 1. And said, the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That means this rulership is going to pass away with destruction. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts of armies, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So whoever's in this place, Babylon, they're not going to make it out of here if they're not of the elect. But if they're hiding somewhere in bunkers or they're around the world, they're going to get put straight into slavery. But unto you that fear my name, see the elect, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, in the chariots. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Man, calves of the stall, meaning you got sheep or oxen or cows, cattle that you would take care of out in the field that can graze on its own like we're doing now. But then you got cattle that you bring into the stall and you feed them yourself and you take care of them right there. They're better managed and taken care of than the cattle that's set to graze on its own. All right, so the elect are going to be taken care of directly from the angels and from Yahushua. All right. So an example of that was with who was that? Elijah and Moses. When the Lord sent the vision, as they say, to show the care for Yahushua. All right. So anyway, let's move on. And ye shall tread down the wicked. They go to point. So we're going to tread them down. All right. I gotta see the word tread. Malachi 4:3. Tread. We shall tread them down. Malachi 4:3. You shall tread. It says you shall tread down the wicked. To tread means to squeeze out the juice. So they're gonna be squished. They're gonna be squished like grapes, man. Oh man, Kyle like all about Shemel Shai. So they're gonna be like they're gonna be part of the wine press. It says oh man, I did not think I was gonna say that. The word tread, to tread down the wicked means to squeeze out the juice. Like you're squishing a little bug. It says to trample. To press. The wine press. To crush. They're gonna be crushed, man, like we're gonna be like Incredible Hulk. To tread down, to tread out, to press grapes. See that? To press grapes, man. To squeeze out the juice. The vats shall overflow. All right, to trample. So these nations gonna be squeezed under pressure. And ye shall tread down the wicked. So squeeze them, squeeze the juice out. For they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. See that? They're going to be ashes under the soles of our feet. Like, that ain't just bringing them low. That's like, the scriptures say we laid down so Esau walked over us, but they're going to be ashes under our feet. Never to be risen up again. Worthlessness. Meaning to be strew. To bistro. All right, so make them worthless. They're going to be ash. We're going to be fuego. It says, they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of the heavenly armies. All right, so it's the Most High is going to do it. He promised us this, so it's going to come to pass. All right. That's right. This is Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. These things are faithful and true. That's right, man. He's gonna bring this to pass. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Right. So what if 2/3 don't believe? Should the Most High not keep His promise because of that? No. He's going to be faithful, even though man is not faithful. Shall that make the faith of Yahweh without effect? No. God forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true. See, He's going to be true and faithful, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings. All right. Come on. So let's get back to the point. All right, so this is what the Lord is going to do. He's going to what? Gird us with strength to battle. 2 Samuel 22:40, so that we can be His smiters on the earth. For thou hast girded me with strength to battle. Them that rose up against me hast thou subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemy, that I might destroy them that hate me. And that's what Esau has shown nothing but hatred towards us. But ever since Jacob and Esau, so that hatred followed Esau, went down into his bowels, man, throughout his generation, that hatred towards us. But the Lord said they're gonna find themselves in shame because of that. And they're gonna say their fathers have inherited lies by inheriting that hatred towards us. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They looked, but there was none to save. And this goes to the point. The point I went to the scripture was, what would you do if the Most High put your enemy into your hands as your possession, your inheritance? And it was like day one. You hear the birds chirping and shit. You ain't got to go to work. Now it's just like you're just sitting looking at just looking at George Bush, Trump, somebody, Fauci or somebody. You're just looking at them. This is what you would say. They looked, but there was none to save. See? Because the Lord said we're going to do according to His anger, not according to ours. You know? They looked, but there was none to save. See? Nobody going to save them. Even unto Yahweh. See, they even going to look to Yahweh to save them. But He answered them not, right? They're going to say, pull this heat off our tongue. Give us a little bit of water. Make it, please take it. We can't bear it. This is unbearable. But the Lord gonna say, nah. So then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. So when He say we're gonna beat them as small as beat them to shivers, a potter's vessel, make them ashes, it's because they're gonna be beat down. Then did I beat them as small. Because I could beat you. That clip is funny, man. Anyway, it says, then did I beat them small as the dust of the earth, man. And I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them abroad. All right. So yeah, thou hast also delivered me from the strivings of my people. So even 2/3. Thou hast kept me to be the head of the heathen. A people which I knew not shall serve me. Strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. And that's what's going to happen in the kingdom. Strangers shall fade away. They shall be afraid out of their close places, man. So anybody that's near Jerusalem, they're gonna be shook. Anybody that's near Yahushua's land, Jerusalem, Israel, any nations around that, like Saudi Arabia and all that, they're gonna be shook. Yeah. All right. They're gonna be afraid out of their close places, just like they were of King David when he was established. All right. So now, let's get back to this. Where was I at? All right. So Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, right? Because we're going to be the smiters. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling, right? So we shouldn't be boasters because of that. Yeah, we can boast against Esau, but and these heathens, but we definitely shouldn't walk around being prideful. We should tremble in fear in the presence of our power. Matter of fact, because the focus is not that we're going to be kicking people's ass every day. The focus is that we're going to have peace and we're going to be righteous. All right? We're going to be looked at as good and perfect in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now, this is Luke 10 and 20. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you. See that? But rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Part of the Lord's heavenly army, written in heaven. Part of the Lord's heavenly Sanhedrin. Names written in heaven, in the book of life. That's the goal. That's the joy, rejoicing. To have full wisdom. And then these nations are going to be subject unto us. All right, so that's right. So where was I? Jeremiah 51. I might do a whole nother lesson. I didn't get to my precepts yet. All right, 19. It says, Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe, meaning smiters, and weapons of war. Jeremiah 51 and 20. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to make this a part 2. 2-part video. Weapons. I just want to get weapons. War. We are weapons as well, man. All right. Something prepared. So aren't we're being prepared right now? The same way these nations like Russia, North Korea are being prepared. The weak are saying they're strong. Now the Lord is raising us up and preparing us as well against these heathens. Wow, so we're being prepared. Something prepared, an apparatus as an implement, utensil, dress, vessel, or weapon. A yoke. That basically we're going to be a yoke that's going to be placed upon these nations. That chain that's in Yahushua's hand. All right, so it says, where his battle axes, meaning what? His smiters and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. All right, so we're going to be destroying all kind of shit. Not horses, but tanks, planes, anything they using as vessels of war. With thee also, and that's going to start here on the outro in America. And then when we get them new bodies, that's what's going to make it even 1,000 times stronger. Because the Lord can raise us up in this flesh. The things I'm reading about with King David, it happened in this flesh. So he can raise us up to break a bow of steel with our bare hands. You know, to destroy a tank. But to be eternal, to live forever, we're gonna have to have those bodies, those new bodies. And then be made perfect through the Lord putting the laws in our inward part. But to give us power, look what he did with Samson. All you gotta do is put that spirit on us to do it. All right. So what was I reading? With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. That's why I say, the children shall be dashed, their heads shall be dashed against the streets. They used to cut our children out the stomachs of the woman and let it hang and then shoot it so they wouldn't waste, or they'd beat it with a bat so they wouldn't waste any bullets, or stomp the head and feed us to crocodiles and shit like that, burn us. But they said, we're going to break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. So teenagers, all that. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. So whether they military or peaceful, it don't matter. They still can get destroyed. Why? Because they're sinning against Yahweh and they're wicked. They're heathens. So whatever character base that they're under in their new life, being reincarnated on this earth, they might have been a slave master in the last life, but then they come back to this earth and this time they're a businessman or they just a church pastor or some shit. But the Lord knows who that person is. And they're going to have judgments for that. All right. Or with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will, that's right. So that's it, man. All right. So, all right. So the Lord going to use his men to do it. Let's get this real quick. I might have to end it here. Start another one. This is Psalms 149 and 1. Praise ye Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh a new song. That new song is going to be the song of deliverance from this Egypt. Not like the song of Moses, but the song of Yahushua. All right, a new song, a new praise. And his praise in the congregation of the saints. That's the elect of Israel. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. So we should be thankful that the Lord made us Israelites. That's why I just read that, Jeremiah 51:19. He is our portion. He is the former of all things. He's not like them. It's also said he even formed Israel, and that's important. That he created a Israelite nation, and created us, giving us laws, statutes, and commandments, and still creating us to this day. It is not yet seen what we shall be, but in the kingdom we're gonna be able to see it. All right, but all it says, that's right. Look at this. This is Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God, man. So everything is waiting for the sons of God to be manifest, whether they know it or not. You know. Other than that, there's suffering, there's death, and there's rulership by the wicked, right? Authority. It says Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, so the whole world is in mourning because Esau is in rulership until he be taken out of the way. But when the righteous are in power, after 1,000 years, these nations are going to get some level status of living, and they're going to begin to appreciate Israelites being in power. All right, they're going to say this way is better than the old way. Psalms 1, we're going to slap the shit out of them. Get back to work. Psalms 149:2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Right, man. We should be thankful that we're Israelites, that he made us who we are. We shouldn't envy the heathen. We should be thankful for having this path, this route to the kingdom, this narrow path. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king, right? So we should be joyful in Yahushua. That's our king, right? The children of Zion, that's the government of Israel. Let them praise his name in the dance, man. All right, so, but 2/3, that's right, praise his name in the dance. Matthew 11:16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? See? It is like unto children sitting in the marketplaces and calling unto their fellows. That's us. We're in the marketplaces, out in the streets, calling unto our people and saying, we have piped unto you, like the fiddler. We have piped unto you, blowing our trumpet, and ye have not danced. See, 2/3 are not dancing to the Lord's tune. They're not dancing to the song. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. All right? So, now let's go back. So, like, let me get this up. This is Psalms 149:3. Let them praise his name in the dance, right? Not in these clubs, not at these church altars, hooting and hollering and shit. Gospel singers like Fred Hampton, Fred Hammond. All these gospel singers, Mali music. I used to like that dude music, man, but he started bugging out. So praising him in the dance is what? Doing his work and praising him correctly, getting your steps right, dancing to the tune, moving to the rhythm. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. All right, so you can sing songs to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You got a lot of people that can't sing. They be like, you ain't supposed to be singing. You can sing, man. What, you gonna not sing to the Lord? You can sing all you want, as long as it's righteous to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. Okay? He will beautify the meek with salvation, man. So he's going to beautify us with that salvation. That bride is going to be made beautiful and perfect, right, in salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. All right, so we're going to be joyful in the glory, in the kingdom. We're going to be happy. We ain't going to be all sad like walking around with our head down. We're gonna be joyful and enjoying it, laughing, boasting about it. What? We're in the kingdom. Yeah, we're gonna be snapping. We're gonna be perfect. All right, it's not gonna be looked at as prideful then. The Lord gonna say, yeah, you've earned it. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, man. Like the Prince of Zamunda, Prince Hakeem, coming to America when he woke up in the morning, and all the women was around him, and they wanted to give him a bath and shit. You know, walls plated in gold and silver, diamonds. All right. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, man. So praise the Lord aloud upon our beds and our rest. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, right? Because we're not going to need the books anymore. The high praises of Yahweh are going to be in our mouth. We're not going to need to prophesy anymore. We're just going to be praising the Lord. That's what's going to be our speech in that day. Even now we're praising the Lord, but right now it's about prophecy. But in the kingdom, we're going to be living that part of the prophecy. And in that part, we're not going to have to teach neighbor anymore. All shall know him. But we're going to praise the Lord with singing, with yelling, with shouting, being thankful, waking up in the kingdom instead of in this nightmare. And we're going to have a two-edged sword in our hand. So we're not going to need the Bible anymore. We're going to be the word, the living words. And we're going to have a sword that cut both ways to execute vengeance upon the heathen. See, that's what it's going to be for, to execute the Lord's vengeance. According to his vengeance, according to his anger, and according to his distribution of those lashings and thrashings throughout that day. You're going to say, this person needs 1,000 cracks to the skull to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Well, look at what they're doing today. Some wouldn't think that they need punishments for that, but they do. Look at these people ruling the earth. The God that created them and the heavens and the earth, he's going to punish them. He's the one that gave them their power. What's that? Let's get that real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. And the Lord put them in power as well as judges of the earth right now. But look what they're doing with it. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels, man. All right, so the Lord going to try all their works, and they're going to get judgments for everything they're doing on this earth. All the wickedness they've done, strivings against the Lord, lying to the Lord's people, punishing and torturing the Lord's people. All right, for their devil worship. They're going to have to pay for that. The same way Esau did in the beginning, the same way Cain had to pay for it. All right, for their lack of faith. So let's go back to where I was at. All right. Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. to bind their kings, their rulers today that rule this world. They're going to be bound up in what? In chains. And their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgments written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Ooh, so this honor is going to be an honor to do this. Praise ye Yahweh, all right, to execute judgment upon them that's written. This honor have all his saints, man, to bind their kings and their nobles up with chains and fetters of iron. So let's go back to Jeremiah. I'm going to have to end it here because I'm at 55 minutes. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Our portion is Yahweh, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for he is the former of all things. The former is the creator of all things. And in Israel, so he created us as well, is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts of the heavenly armies is his name. Thou art my battle axe. He's like, yo, I created everything, and I created you to be my battle axe and weapon of war. Smiters, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy the kingdoms.